Hello Libra, thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. And for the supportive oracle cards, I'm going to use the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. I should have known. Alright, so I've learned when I start getting hiccups, burps, yawns, that means the energy is rough. I'm starting to see. So you don't have an overall energy, but you're coming into a rough moment here. I'm getting like, do I want to start here? Yeah. You got the Three of Swords with the Six of Wands. I feel like you're heartbroken about something, but you're staying above it. I feel like you kind of got a poker face going on, but something has really broke your heart here. It did not work out the way you wanted it to. It's it's upsetting. It's very upsetting. Part of it is, though, that the other side seems to be like the two of you don't, well, I don't know if there's just the two of you. Yeah, they're saying the two of you. So this seems to be you and somebody else. You're not really communicating, or you're not really, like, I feel like you're taking a break from one another. That's kind of where the heartbreak is for you. You're trying to act like it's fine, like you're okay, but I feel like it's breaking your heart that this is even happening. Okay. On the other side, I do see the Four of Cups. Like, they're thinking over the situation, they're thinking over the relationship they have with you. They're going through the whole situation. Like, there's a little bit of, there's a review. There's a, like, going through the situation, trying to get to, like, what does this really entail? What's really the truth about what's going on here? Like, I feel like they're trying to get a little deeper into it. And I'm getting on their side, they also have to be assertive. Like, they need this time. I know it's breaking your heart for it to happen, but they need this time to really assess where they are and how they feel. Because if they don't do this, they can't really step forward with any type of strength or reliability. They need to have a moment to really understand where they are so that they can say, all right, this is where I stand, and this is where I can go with you. Correct? Yes. Okay, good. It seems like it's a very kind of like, yeah, that's fine. They're going through some things. There might be more factors. There might be more factors than meet the eye. They might just need a break. They might just need a breath, because there's more things going on in their life than just the situation with you, and that may be one more reason they're kind of pulling back, just so you're aware. So it might not be just you that they're having some issues with. They need a minute to just kind of pull back and breathe and just de-stress, kind of like that bubble bath moment, if you will. Just like, whatever, just you need to let my cares just dissipate so I can just go with my thoughts, let things flow through, and just see how I really feel. Good? Good. All right. I do see on your side, though, that you got meditation brings answers. So I feel like you might just let it be what it is and just try not to overthink it. But I'm getting the thought here that, like, maybe giving it a little extra thought to understand what's going on with the other person. You might not be able to really communicate with them right now, but, like, just to look at the history of this person and how things have been. Maybe you might see a pattern here where this person, when they get really overwhelmed, they just step back and they have a little time out for themselves so they can just gather their thoughts, because they need to do that. Because if they don't do that, they're not going to be, they can't really confidently say where they're going, because they might end up having to change direction if they don't know where they already stand. And they want to know where they're standing. So I feel like this is just saying, if you look a little deeper, look at the history of this person, you might see a pattern here, and it might make this a lot easier for you. Because I feel like you're kind of, it might be hurting you because you're taking it personally, like almost like they're upset with you. And I'm not really getting that's what's happening here. I just feel like they're pulling back and thinking something through. There might be more factors here that where you're upset with the situation as it is. But they're saying if you look at the situation a little deeper, I feel like you can see the pattern here unfolding, and it won't be that heavy. Good? Good. Now, when this moment starts to move past, Like it's moving past. You got the strength. I feel like the strength is taking you into the successful time. You're holding it together. You got the Six of Wands there with the three. Like you're upset about it. You're heartbroken, but you are keeping it together. You're making it look like you're fine. You're really upset, but you're making it look like you're fine. They're taking their moment. They're gathering their thoughts. It's going well. Why am I saying six? Success in the Strength card here. This moment is transitioning into a successful spot. Like this is good. They're just saying this is really good because you're taking the strength. You're strengthening yourself. You're building a resistance here or something. I don't want to say resistance. You're building up this relationship because the other side feels kind of like respected that you're not really pushing. I feel like the fact that you're stepping back and you're letting this happen, you're letting this person have their moment, they like that. They're feeling respected, they like this. And it's strengthening the situation, it's making them want to continue on with you. You're going towards a successful moment. Now, that success card is touching the Ace of Cups. So this is coming through very strongly that things come back together a lot better than you're expecting. Especially when you have the Three of Swords going in here. The fact that it comes back to the Ace of Cups, I feel like everything's okay. And the other person they definitely know where they stand now. And they're telling you where they can go with you, and you're loving it. It's exactly where you want to go. This is very good. Very good. So this is things working out very well. But I'm getting this Six of Cups on your side again. Like this is saying the history of the situation is showing you the bond that's already here. The history is showing you the bond that is here. And I'm seeing where it's like you're very happy that they're going the direction you want to go. And then they're like kind of moving into the power position here. I got the Queen of Wands. That's a mover. That's a doer. That's not somebody just sitting around waiting for answers. That's somebody ready to go. I am getting kind of possibly an Aries feel here, a fire sign. This card does, like, they favor air for wands. I'm definitely a person that favors fire for wands. But what I'm seeing here is that if it's Aries, if it's like an Aries feel here, Aries is the opposite of Libra. Sometimes opposite signs have a little bit... They always have challenges. Opposite signs always have some sort of challenge. So I feel like them going forward the way they are might be rubbing you the wrong way. But you're seeing the history of this, and you're kind of realizing this is where this is going anyway. The thing is, them moving forward and the way you want to move forward, I feel like that might be a little bit of a conflict. Not bad. I feel like when they want to... How do I put this? Ace of Cups comes in, they want to go forward with you, that's for sure. As they try to move things forward, they're ready to get going. You're kind of like, you're going through the history of this, and you're like, oh, I'm not surprised that that's what's going on here, but you're not ready to do it the way they want to do it. I think that's the thing here. And it could cause a little bit of a stalemate or a little bit of a delay. Stalemate, like things aren't moving forward. This could be a problem. This could be a problem. There is an advice card above it on your side. Communicate clearly. If you get right in there and you start communicating like why you're not ready to move forward or whatever, like be careful not to just like push it off and like, oh, I can't do that right now. Communicate clearly with this person. It won't be an issue. I feel like it won't be an issue, and you'll be able to reassess and move forward in a more palatable way to what you're looking for. Because I do get that this does start off with the Knight of Pentacles with the Star card. But when the Knight of Pentacles comes into play, like this is the start of it, well, this is like it's continuing on. It's continuing on. But like you got to get through this like this little like stalemate moment first. If you communicate clearly, it's not going to be an issue. Because whatever is going on here, if there's been any changes or whatever's going on, once the knight gets in play again and he starts making his trip, he's dedicated to that and he's not going to want to stop and he's going to keep going. I am seeing the Star card with it though, so I feel like this is something you're expecting. This is something you want. So if you just communicate clearly, this can go the way you want it to go, or at least in a way you're comfortable with. How's that? Because I feel a lot of this might just be like the tone of the situation. There might be a situation where you want to be kept in the loop on certain things. So it's not about so much what's happening, but more about what is happening. I do get a little bit of rough energy here. Now that's making me feel like the other side, you might have a little bit of like, I feel like the other side can come across a little bit sharp, especially if it's the Aries Libra thing. I have some Aries in my chart, and I've noticed how Libras kind of think that I've been told I'm rude once in a while, I'll be honest with you. Not because I'm trying to be, just because I get right to the point, and I don't think it's not always conducive to where Libras are coming from, because a lot of times I found Libras are very social, very accommodating, and I can be very direct. And sometimes I'm too direct for Libra, or that energy sometimes, which is not a bad thing. It's just like the Aries tries to get right to the point, tries to like solve it quick, tries to find out what it needs to happen. It just may not be conducive for the way that Libra likes to go about things. They like to be more, let's let things work out, let's not hurt anybody's feelings. An Aries might just go for like, this is what's happening. Like, what about her? It's not about hurting people's feelings. Like, it's kind of like it's the challenge between the two. So that's where I feel like this could be a rough energy, because the energy coming towards you might not be comfortable with, but the communicating clearly might make that really easy for you in the long run. Like, you have an uncomfortable conversation here at this point with this Two of Swords, but then this going forward, this can be like already set, it's already taken care of. You don't have to keep coming back to this conversation, it's already happened. So I feel like that's the rough energy I'm feeling here. Alright, I feel like that made sense. Good. Good? Good. Alright, I'm going to wrap that up here. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.